Here we have the big brother and the little brother, I guess you'd call it. This is the standard Kabar fighting knife. This is your Kabar Mini Dozier. Dozier design mini Dozier, and it's in blaze orange for $15. That's right, fall 2011. You can jump on Amazon, get free shipping. It'll be $15 to your door. I don't know if it's international, but certainly here in the US. Phenomenal price point for a well put together knife. So what do I give it? Well, looking at my points, I give it a 9 out of 10. Nothing special about it, but it's still a very squared away knife. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. But I just want to show that real quick. Let's go ahead and weigh this guy. Extremely lightweight, and what's important about that is you're going to have it with you when you need it. So what does it weigh? 1.18 ounces with the little key lanyard in there. Let's do a real quick measurement of it, just give you an idea of the size. And I'll show you something that's very important when it comes to size here in just a second. But let's go and measure it real quick. Overall blade length is about 2 1/4, realistic, 2 1/2 overall. Handle is 3 1/4, and thickness, we're sitting right at 1/4 of an inch. See if I can get that lined up there. There you go. So maybe just a pinch over 1/4 inch. But now, why is this important? Well, if you're into the outdoors at all, and you've seen this is your standard tin. You can take Altoids tin or whatnot. Look at that. That's an important factor for looking for those knives, because most of the time a flat utility blade is not going to cut it. To fit inside a tin like that is going to be a world of difference if you have this versus one of those blades. Sure, it takes up more space, but this is one of the key features. And to having a blaze orange where you're not going to lose it, that's what squares away this knife for me. That's why I'm making this review and hoping you guys are enjoying it. So there we have it. Steel on it, it's an AUS 8A steel. Now I'm familiar with SOG's AUS 8 steel, but it is a, I wouldn't say lesser steel, but it's probably just heat treated differently. So decent steel for the money. Again, $15. Blade shape, we're looking at a drop point, almost a spear point if you will, but the edge, or sorry, the grind angle starts here about 3/4 of the way up. It's a hollow grind blade, and the only little quibble I have is that for such a small knife, the thumb stud takes up a little bit of space, but you can't really get rid of that. So that's not really that big of a deal. That's just a noticeable. So you can't use this bottom part, but who cares, right? Such a small blade. Not going to be doing much with it anyways. Pocket clip. Well, we've got a decent sized pocket clip. It is reversible. It's going to be tip up only though, but that's okay. You can take this keychain out, put a little lanyard in it, be a real nice knife. Its strength, very strong. You're not going to lose it, and if you do, it's probably because you bent it in the first place. You can see it has enough space underneath it for jeans, and it's not going to get tore up. It's textured, but really not too bad. So our locking mechanism is a lockback. Let's see, let's do that a little closer, maybe you can hear it. Ready? That's a solid lockup. It's secure. It's not going anywhere. A lockback design. It is smooth here on the top. There's no indent, but that's okay. Check out blade centering real quick before I forget. Dead center. Again, $15. I'm going to keep mentioning that. Handle material is made of a some sort of plastic. I don't know if it's nylon, but it's you can see I can squeeze it just a little bit there. Actually, a lot better. You can probably touch it, but it springs back, and it's very rigid with not having liners in there for its size knife. It's not dangerous. It's very solid, sturdy. They did their research on this little guy. Give you a closer look at that. And you see, it's kind of got this diamond weave pattern to it. It's not, they're pointed, but it's not sharp. It's not painful to grab onto that. So a really squared away handle material, because it makes it extremely lightweight and still holds some strength to it. Now Ergonomics, and you see I've been playing with it. It's very easy to open. Even see if we can close it one hand. It might be a little difficult. So very ergonomic thumb stud. I believe you could reverse that if you wanted to. And all 4 fingers fit on it for its size knife. And I do have slender fingers, but I still have enough room maybe just a little bit extra spare, really choke up on it. And again, we've got that top side jimping on the knife, so we got a decent amount of traction. Really lock in there, and I like how it curves down here. That really matches the curve right here in your hand when you hold on to it. So a very good ergonomic design there for Kabar design. Dozier Mini. Pocket deployment speed, let's go ahead and take a look. Check it out. There's just a real brief example of how much you can see with the pocket clip. A little bit small, so it's a little bit hard, but not too bad. Not bad at all. So the biggest complaint I'm going to have is actually a good one. It's a little stiff getting in the pocket, but that's good when you're using it for a survival thing. It's not going to fall out. You get a lot of resistance right that lasts a little bit. We were in the middle of benefits. The mode of operation. Well, as I showed you, it fits perfectly. Let's do that again inside a survival tin. Give you an idea of how much depth you're looking at. If you took the pocket clip off, you could do that. Give yourself a little more space if you're really vital. But that's, I think, its primary use is what I'm going to be putting it through. It's one of those survival tins, putting it there. So that's, I think, a primary use. You could use this as an everyday carry knife too. Keychain knife, they kind of give you one, but I think it's a little bit large for that. So primarily, I'll call it a survival tin knife. Camping knife, definitely blaze orange. You're going to be hard pressed to lose this. It's got a black coating, so it's not going to rust up on you except for the blade surface. And I think those are its primary uses outdoors. And again, you could possibly EDC this. I think you can do better in a larger size. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, modifications. Well, like I said, you could take the pocket clip out. If you want to save more space, definitely take the key ring out. I think that's just there. Give you, if you want to attach a lanyard, but there is enough size where you could put hollow 550 out through there. But really, this is squared away. I wouldn't really modify it anyway. It's already got the coating on it. I think it's set. You don't need to do anything to it. Now, as I said earlier, $15, people, and I purchased this one off eBay. Actually, at the time I purchased this, I paid $21, so you can get a phenomenal deal on it right now. You know, no problems. All kinds of places. If you don't want to get it off Amazon, you know, I'm sure check your local retailer that sells Kabar. They should be able to come up with one of these, no problem. Quality construction. Well, I mean, we heard it again. Solid lockup. Everything fit and finish. Is a little bit of rough edge, and this is an extremely minor quibble in the molding here. Not sure how well you can see that. That is about as bad as it gets, and that's by no means bad. It's not sharp, it's not doing anything, it's just what's left over. Very smooth corners. It's got a nice rounded corner, so it's not, you know, digging into your fingers. So a really good job on the quality of construction. And variations of this knife. Well, if you're putting into the roll, I said I would keep it a blaze orange style with the black coating. Now they do make two other styles in the mini design, and that is a black handled and just a satin finish blade, or just a silver blade, no coating, as well as a pink breast cancer awareness handle with a silver blade. Now, the larger, bigger brother, say hello to its bigger friend, if you will. Bad joke, sorry. This is an olive drab or OD green color that I wish they would make in the mini. They also make ones with thumb holes. Now, for its size, I don't think you want to go a thumb hole in the mini knife, but to have even an olive drab, they also have a tan version and a black version. So I think those would be ones, you know, the military colors they should do in the mini. I think you'll get even more market share in there. But that's enough about variations. So you have those three different ones to choose from. This would be the one that I would go with. And competitive options, well, it's very difficult. When you put, we'll say even a high end of $20, what can you buy for $20? And we're going to put the stipulation that it has to go inside of there. And it has to be a locking blade. That's the key. It's a locking blade. The only other one that I could come up with is this little guy. It's made by Gerber. I wish I knew the name. Bought it such a long time ago, but it's got a frame lock, and it's really pathetic steel. It doesn't hold an edge at all, but it can fit inside there. And let's go ahead and weigh it real quick since we're at it. Again, this is made by Gerber. Who knows what the steel is? It's a mystery steel. 1.07 ounces, so about the same weight. And let's go ahead and compare blade length. Usable blade length, believe it or not, is actually the same. So this would be a very good comparison. The only downside is it's a smaller handle, it's more slick, but it's still solid. So if you find one of these, this would be about the only comparison that I can make to it. Again, show you the different blade thicknesses. You're getting a thicker blade with the Kabar, much thicker blade. So all in all, it's almost a standalone knife. Not much is out there. That price point, that lockup, the color handles, you know, it's an awesome deal. So gives us to our last point, X factor. Well, just the fact that it falls into a certain size and ability doesn't really make it unique. I hate to say that, but it's an awesome blade for what it does, but I don't go out and celebrate its use or ownership. It's just there. So I can't really give it an extra point for cool factor, but it's still an outstanding blade for your money. Go ahead and buy your own Kabar Mini Dozier. You will not regret it. This is the One Idea Head channel. I'm your host, Dash. Thanks for staying tuned and your time. Appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button up there. I'll be doing plenty more of these knife reviews in depth. Check out that hollow grind. Very light. Alright, this is Dash signing off. Peace.